All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. I am back with another video. Okay, y'all, just want to do a quick post-fight discussion on Irene Aldana versus Macy Chiasson this past Saturday. Shout out to both of these ladies. They put on a good fight. You know, it's too bad it was at a catch weight, because I did want to see Irene Aldana, with her full potential at bantamweight. And I wanted to see one more time if Macy Chiasson could cut down to that weight and look good. But this was just another answer to that question, that a lot of people want to know. Like, does Macy Chiasson have that ability to, be disciplined enough to move down to this weight? And I don't think it's the fact that she's not disciplined. It's just that she's just too big. Macy Chiasson is one of the biggest women in the UFC. Look at her frame, look at her size, the height, everything about her is just too big for bantamweight, So hopefully after this fight and this performance, they think and reconsider of actually making a featherweight division. But like I said, look, I'm not going all out anymore about it because I don't think they'll do it, but that's another story. But overall, man, this was a competitive fight. It was, like I said, this fight would be Irene's to win if she keeps it standing, just using her boxing ability, her angles, her pressure, her straight punches. We're going to win her this fight. I felt that way strongly. But like I said, if the fight goes down to the ground, Macy Chiasson was going to have success because, I've seen her training and, how she's been improving with her clinch game. Her wrestling and her grappling is really coming together. Factor all that in and her size. She knows how to use her size on the ground. So you could see the fight after the first round going into her favor. When she started to get comfortable and started going for takedowns, using her striking to get takedowns is what was smart for Macy Chiasson. Got to give her a lot of credit there. Started going in her favor in second and third round. I thought she was about to pull out that victory, again, getting the fight down to the ground at the beginning of the third round. And then, boom, heel kick to the liver, and down goes Macy Chiasson. We'll talk about it all here in a minute, round by round. But everybody's seen it. Everybody's seen that crazy shot that just landed and put her down. And it's like I said, man, body shots, they're just totally different than, your usual one-hitter quitters to the chin, because sometimes you can come back from them shots. But the body shots, when you get hit there to the liver, that's it, right? But real quick, going back to the first round right away, you can see Macy Chiasson, doing her signature move of switching stances, trying to kind of throw Irene Aldana off course. But Irene, being the boxer that she is, she kept the guard tight, kept coming forward, slowly just walking Chiasson back to land those straight punches, landed some nice straight right hands down the pipe. Aldana was just really effective with that jab and straight, and just throwing those straight punches over the loopy punches of Macy Chiasson and just tearing those lead legs up as she was coming forward, getting a lot of respect from Macy Chiasson just by backing her up and, catching her with that calf kick and backing her up with calf kicks and just hitting her with those straight punches. Macy Chiasson bigger here, but it was weird because, she was just having to retreat. That's just how good the strikes were. You weren't seeing many you weren't really seeing many moments of Macy Chiasson initiating her own jab. She was throwing a lot of loopy punches, so Irene was able to sting her a couple of times and buzz her, with that right hand. So Macy finally tries to dive in for a takedown, but Irene, she takes full advantage of it, turns it into an armbar attempt, and just controls the first round on the ground as well with that top position and just landing some hard shots on the ground, good ground and pound. Going into the second round, though, I think Macy started to get comfortable. She started to wake up a little bit. She started taking charge, backing Irene up with high kicks. She came right out throwing high kicks and throwing punches, backing Irene Aldana up. And this led to a takedown. And this is what you need to do. As Macy's being the bigger fighter, you got to initiate your pressure. You got to put that pressure on and then eventually shoot in for the takedown. And it worked. Macy improved on the ground, like I said, using her legs to trap Aldana's body. Irene was landing some good elbows, but Macy was just using nice control of Irene's upper body, so she couldn't really turn into her guard. Like, she continued to stay on her back to try to go for that rear naked choke, but Irene was trying to escape. But every time she tried to escape, Macy Chiasson would just tighten up on the body. She would tighten up on the upper body and then just use that weight and try to flatten Irene out and just start landing them hard elbows. So it was a dominant second round for Macy. Couldn't get the choke, but she ended the round with some heavy ground and pound that I thought was going to lead to a stoppage. Third round, though, Macy was going after it. Irene was going after it here. They were meeting in the middle, both trying to use more straight punches here. I seen Macy Chiasson starting to pump out her jab a little bit more, land that straight left. pushing Irene back. Irene's punch output was going down here at this point. She was starting to respect that power a little bit. Right hand was still landing. It was still effective, but Macy was still swinging. Macy was swinging big, but she was missing. But it's like I said, when you take your time to come forward and initiate your pressure, the takedowns are going to open up. And when she was swinging, again, it opened up a takedown. She was able to get Irene Aldana down on her back. But when they got separated and she stood up, Irene started kicking them legs out, and up kick connects right to the liver, and boom, down goes Macy Chiasson, and she was grimacing from that. I didn't know at first. I thought it was a low blow because everybody's reaction, nobody was cheering or anything, and just the way she was, keeled over, the way she was hunched over on the ground, it looked like it could have been a low blow, right? But the referee checked and he saw that, it was a body shot, and it was a big knockout victory, but I didn't get like hyped off of it right when it landed because it was the reaction of the crowd and like of the fighter. Like Irene didn't even know, she was just standing there waiting, thinking that I gotta wait for my opponent to cover from a low blow. My bad, But it was a victory. It was a good, solid victory, and you don't really see knockouts like this, of course. I don't really call it a fluke. I think that it happened because Irene Aldana was initiating a good attack there that she said she trained for. And the way she was throwing those heel kicks, like I said, maybe she was training for that type of heel kick or up kick for separation, just because she knew that fighters would try to take her down. That's her part of her defense to get back up. But maybe it specifically landing to the body wasn't what she meant that she trained for. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but that's the that's what I was getting from her as far as how she described it. But yeah, man, Macy Chiasson, I thought she did a good job, leading up to that point. The fight was starting to go in her favor. She was doing everything that she needed to do. It was just one of those freak things, man. Like, same as like whenever Jessica Andrade knocked Caitlin Chikagan out to the body. It was like, wow. Just one of them things that just stops a fight all of a sudden. I think Macy's still a good fighter, and I think she's improving. But I think 145 is where she needs to be. Irene Aldana, from here, I don't know if a title shot is in the mix for her because there's Ketlen Vieira out there. I think to solidify it, her and Juliana Pena, they need to settle something as far as the title eliminator, because even Pena, she wants her third fight with Nunes. So I think they should make a fight between Irene Aldana and Juliana Pena. Maybe we can get closer to a rightful title contender, guys. Let me know in the comments section what y'all thought of the fight. Probably going to go down as one of the best body shot knockouts in WMMA. I think so. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.